So well done you. That's wonderful. Very, very clever. So where are we heading off to next, X, which I thought would be an absolutely impossible one to do. However, it's the most difficult on our A to Z. So we've handed the decision over to social media for this one. Fraser Elliott on Twitter was spot on when he suggested Cley Windmill for the letter X. Just look at any picture on the windmill and you'll see why. The sails to the windmill probably make it the largest X in the whole of Norfolk. So well done, Fraser. Thank you very much for your suggestion. And our producer Debs went to pop along to see the team.
Hi, I'm Julian Godley. I'm the owner, along with my wife Carolyn, of Cley Windmill in the village of Cley next the sea. Cley Windmill has been here for 3 centuries and survived wind and storm, and it's a major central part of this very special village, which has no yellow lines on the roads and no traffic lights, and is just a complete step back in time, and is one of the most photographed and painted buildings in the country, I understand. And if you go on Google, there are over 300,000 different images and paintings of the windmill. We're sitting here in the middle of the reed beds on a pontoon, and you can probably hear the reeds rustling in the wind. It's absolutely magical. And we've got the major flood wall built only a few decades ago, which is so effective in protecting Cley from the occasional surges of the north tide. We're on the north coast, but we're west facing, so every single night we have a beautiful, beautiful sunset over the sea. Apparently, when David Attenborough was asked where is the best place in Britain to see wildlife, he came up with a top 3. Number 3 was Snowdonia, number 2 was Richmond Park apparently, and number 1 as the best place to see wildlife in Britain was Cley Marshes. So coming from he who can do no wrong, that's pretty impressive. So the windmill ceased trading as a corn grinding mill in 1901 and was bought at that time by Sister Rachel, who was a nun. She bought it in a derelict state, and she lived here with her friend, and they handed it on to their son, Colonel Hubert Blunt, who lived in it with his family. He handed it on to his son, who was Colonel Charlie Blunt, and his son lived here, James Blunt, the singer, and James had one of the tower bedrooms as his bedroom, and we then bought it off the Blunt family. It had been in the Blunt family for 85 years, and we bought it in 15 years ago. So how we run the windmill, it's a bed and breakfast. It sleeps up to 24 people, and we do weddings as well. So we do about 50 weddings a year with the bride up on the balcony, and it's all beautiful. We don't do dinner now because of coronavirus, but we have just set up a fantastic arrangement with our ex-head chef, and she is now delivering the sort of top quality meals that she would be cooking in our kitchen, which she's now cooking at home, and she's delivering them piping hot to the windmill in our own crockery. So so the guests can eat their meal in their rooms, in the gardens, in the dining room, on Cley Beach, or even on this lovely reed decking. So a pretty great arrangement actually. So my favourite thing about Cley is it is an incredibly unspoilt village. It's got some wonderful quirky shops, including a fantastic delicatessen, a beautiful pottery made in Cley, and the traffic, because it's such a narrow road, there has to be understanding as people drive through here. They're driving through a very special place. But above all, what I will remember about this place is the noise of the reeds and the high tide coming up, and the boats just sailing off on the high tide in front of the windmill. Just magical.